Xander here from XS Gaming Podcast, and you know, with the rebirth of the retro scene, I mean, it seems to get more and more popular over the years, and I can't help but think about some games that's kind of been left in the back burner that I would love to see come back, either as like an HD remake or, you know, just completely rebooted. And I'm going to share 5 games that I absolutely love to play that I would love to see a rebirth of. Legend was an awesome game on the NES. I actually did a little mini review of it on one of my earlier videos, and I absolutely love this game. I would love to see, you know, maybe a reboot of it on maybe like the 3DS. I think it would be a great handheld game, or maybe even just, you know, HD remake, you know, on the 3DS or the Wii U. And the possibilities are endless, and I think if it was in the right hands of the right developers, this could be a very, very awesome game. With the new graphics and you know, the online play and everything, I think Road Rash would be a great game for them to bring back. I mean, who would not want to play an excellent racing motorcycle game with combat elements to it? I mean, I had a blast playing this from the Genesis all the way to Road Rash 3D, and it kind of got left in the wind with, you know, all the other games that's been coming out. But it's absolutely it has a huge cult following, and I would love to see more of this game. Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver was an awesome action game that, you know, incorporated a very, very dark element to it. I mean, I remember playing Legacy of Kain Blood Omen, the very first one, and, you know, playing all the way to the ones on the GameCube. And I mean to tell you, this game had an awesome storyline to it. And, you know, with like God of War and Devil May Cry, I mean, if it wasn't for Soul Reaver, you probably wouldn't have a lot of these games because, you know, in my opinion, it was like the first game that, you know, where you stole souls for health and, you know, power-ups and stuff. So it'd be great to see this game with a new gen engine, and I'm telling you, man, it would just be so dark and awesome. Guys, I absolutely love Killer Instinct. It's a very unique fighting game. I mean, when this game came out, of course they had, you know, the Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter clones, but this game really set itself apart and made its own game within itself. Now, one thing I wanted to say about Killer Instinct, it'd be awesome if they made a, you know, part 3 and completely redone it with new graphics. That'd be so cool. But honestly, I would just be happy with an HD Arcade Perfect of the very first one, with, you know, maybe some online multiplayer leaderboards. I think that would just be an ultra combo, guys. And let's not forget, Killer Instinct was one of the first arcade cabs to advertise the Ultra 64, also known as Nintendo 64. One of my favorite Nintendo 64 games. I mean, this is probably one of my favorite Pokemon games because it was so unique. It was an on-rails, you know, first-person photography game, you know? And what was really cool is every time a new Nintendo system would come out, like the DS or the Wii, I would always, you know, have this pipeline dream of how awesome it would be if they made a new Pokemon Snap. I mean, you gotta think about it. There's more Pokemon now. So, I mean, the possibilities are endless. But if they were to come out with a new Pokemon Snap, I would absolutely love to get on the Wii U. I mean, just think of the tablet controller as a camera. And if you guys remember playing Pokemon Snap, you had to like throw apples to distract the Pokemon or get their attention. You could just hold the tablet and just flick the apples and just hit the Pokemon. I'm telling you guys, this would be awesome. And I don't have a Wii U, but if this came out for the Wii U, I would totally have to get it day one. I'm telling you, it would just be awesome. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this video of some ideas and some thoughts I would love to see actually come out. And it's funny, I go on YouTube and I go on several different channels that either subscribe to me or I've subscribed to. And it's a beautiful thing seeing, the younger generation, kids that are like, 15 or 14 that absolutely love the Super Nintendo. I mean, it makes me just feel great knowing that a younger generation is appreciating the roots of video games. And I think as long as we all have that enthusiasm, I don't think, any of this stuff is going to be lost or left behind. Now, if you have any games that you would like to see remade, or you had some ideas, feel free to leave a comment below, or better yet, make a response video. I'd love to hear your visions about new games coming out. So anyway, guys, thanks for the likes, thanks for subscribing, and as always, happy gaming.